So now we're going to transfer over to LeBron James, the guy who hasn't been a bust. And I think he was a pretty good pick for Cleveland in 2003. Would you say?
Till he left.
I mean, I guess paid off okay. I mean, still no ring, but whatever. Whatever, Cleveland. I'm sure they're not salty about that.
It's for the land until I go play with CP3, Melo, and Dwayne Wade. What do you guys think of this whole shit? Like this,
they're going to New York. They're going to. That's what I thought. Oh, they're going to play in New York because there's no way Melo's leaving or will be able to leave.
But you say this like, is it going to actually happen? And when will it happen?
With LeBron, when it's anywhere close to him leaving Cleveland, I believe it because he hates that city.
Yeah,
that's what
I think at this point it's become a burden on him.
Do you think it's guilt or burden, or do you think it's really just him fucking with the media? Because he's got the commercial where it's all about the land. I'm doing work for the land, and now it's like he's coming out. But he's also, in Richard Jefferson's Snapchat, he's like making fun of like what he was saying in the media. Well, so I think there's two sides of LeBron. LeBron might just be fucking with us.
Here's the way I see it. It's kind of like when you have that girlfriend and everything is great, and you're like, this one's the one, and it's like it could be your first girlfriend, and then you guys break up, and you spend some time apart, and then after a while, you like date a girl or a few, then you break up. And both of you are single again, you're like, you know what, let's try to make it work again. This is the let's try to make it work again, and it may not work out. And LeBron may say, you know what, I'm going to leave again.
I think it's more like if you move to a big city after like being in your hometown and then you get homesick and then you go back. I think that's what it's more like. And you're like, oh, my friends are in NYC, but I'm here in Cleveland, and now I'm getting bored, but I still want to be here because like I already moved and I know what it was like. I think that's what it's more like.
I don't have a funny story for you guys. I don't have any comparison. It's like when I was eating a sandwich and then it was peanut butter and jelly. I was like, man, I really wish I had a banana in here.
And then it was just peanut butter.
Personally,
or just jelly, no peanut butter.
Personally, I think LeBron's full of shit. I think he's
leaving.
I think he's upset with the players, and I think he's upset with this team, but I don't think he's upset with his decision to go to Cleveland. I don't think he's moving. I think he was being honest that he wants to play with CP3, Melo, and Wade, but I don't think...
LeBron has been as happy as when he's playing on those... the Olympic teams. Mm-hmm. Like, that's him having fun in his natural, like, whatever. He doesn't have that, like, burden of Cleveland, burden of winning championship, all that shit talking about him not being able to, take that team to the next level. It's just him having fun, playing with his friends, and that's what he associates with playing with Melo, playing with CP3. It's that good memory and that like lack of pressure on his shoulders.
I think it's more of a pipe dream, though. I don't think he actually wants it. I think if he was like, everything's good, all good. I've won 3 titles with Cleveland, and then we're going off and like we're all retiring after the season, then maybe. But I think it's got to be like a perfect situation.
Like Malone to the Lakers at the end of his career.
Malone and Payton to the Lakers. Yeah, I think it's just more of it has to be a perfect situation. I don't think LeBron's actually trying to pursue this. I don't think he's actually doing this, and I think he's trying to fuck with people. I don't see LeBron leaving. Or if he does leave, I think he's leaving for a different reason. I think he just truly wants to win a title. I think he's sick of being on Cleveland, but I don't think he's like truly going to try to pursue CP3, Melo, and Wade on the same team.
No, yeah. I totally am with the 100% that I feel like he's leaving at the end of the year.
I think he wants to get Kyrie. I think we've had that discussion before. I think he still wants to get rid of Kyrie. I think Kyrie's the one that's like, I think he still likes Caleb.
Is he on out? Really?
Because look at it. When LeBron was sitting out that one game against Dallas, Kyrie and Love played the lights out of the fucking building.
Yeah, it was weird seeing old Kevin Love out there.
It was old Kevin Love. He had 20 points and like 14 rebounds, and Kyrie had 33 points and 8 assists. Yep. It was just seeing what these guys can be without each other. And then if I think if you take Kyrie out of that lineup and you put LeBron, I think it's just the same thing. You see old LeBron. I think you see LeBron who's kind of comfortable and free, and you see Kevin Love who can do what he can do. I think he can have this game where he can play the post if he wants to, but he can also stretch the floor. I just think you can see that Kyrie might be the odd man out. I also don't think Tyronn Lue is the right coach, but that's a different thing.
Right.
I just think that I think that they're a poorly run franchise.
Yeah.
I think we've known that for a while, but I feel like LeBron is getting sick of more of the direction this team is going in. And if LeBron could do a Chip Kelly where he can be GM, coach, and player, I think that would be a perfect scenario.
He's dangerously close.
He is, and I just don't see LeBron leaving. I think he needs this burden to get this burden off of him.
And here's another reason why I think
plus PR-wise, it's a mess.
Well, I'd say that's the whole thing. Is if this was just like what you were saying, and LeBron's fucking with the media, then why would Tyronn Lue come out and say, "Yeah, I had a discussion with LeBron where I addressed his behavior, saying, and I quote, I just told him we can't have that. Being down like we were and him being a leader, just me being a competitor, I didn't like that. We had a long talk about it. It was good. He understood. He apologized, and he's been great.
Yeah, the problem
I know that's a PR statement, but if it was him just fucking with the media, I think he'd let Tyronn Lue know, a coach that he supposedly likes better than David Blatt.
Yeah, but no, regardless, if he is just fucking with the media, the problem is your whole team fucking hates you for it.
Yeah.
Like, you can't go out there and be like, yeah, I really wish I didn't have these fucking loser-ass teammates and I could go play with people with talent.
Well,
and
no,
then on the other side,
I think there's two sides.
And then on the other
LeBron.
side, say, "Hey, come on, guys, we got to do better to make the playoffs and win a championship."
Well, no. What I'm saying is he's fucking with the media and the fact that, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna leave. I think he's just more upset with the situation in Cleveland, but I don't think he will leave the situation. I think he wants the situation to be fixed.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I don't think he's leaving.
So he's
Cleveland.
just drawing attention to
I think he's fucking with the media in the sense like, I'm leaving. Get ready for the decision 3.0.
But let's be honest, it's the city of Cleveland. Does shit ever get fixed?
No.
In the sports world?
No.
It's like saying RG3 is going to go to the Super Bowl.
Major League.
Okay, that was a movie.
It was Major League.
Fictional.
Yeah, that's how happy you're going to get.
A lot of this LeBron stuff seems fictional. The decision going to Miami, then coming back, and then this whole shit.
Ask any person in Cleveland sports history, like an actual Cleveland fan. I think you hope it was fake, but it seemed kind of real to them.
I don't know. I don't see LeBron doing this again. I don't see LeBron, putting himself through this PR nightmare, this hellish nightmare. I think he can. I think he's like you brought up with the girlfriend. He's gonna try to make it work again. I think he's gonna go through it.
I think at the end, it's one of those situations where he's gonna leave, and it's more like oh shit, how did I think this was gonna work? Like, I forgot everything that was bad the first time because I was like, I had some time to win a championship in Miami.
It's really just LeBron James is the problem with Cleveland. Then.
Yeah, it's holy shit, why did I do that? Now he's probably thinking, how do I get out and not ruin Cleveland?
What
They'll self-destruct. They'll do it.
What I'm seeing is
they just lost to the Nets.
No, I'm talking about the whole city. If he leaves again, they'll self-destruct.
See, I see more of, it is probably, the first time in Cleveland, they overdid it. They didn't do enough really to keep him. They didn't bring enough talent around him.
Let's bring in a 40-year-old Shaq and call it a day. Right?
And now they kind of overdid it with bringing way too much talent and not having that talent work. I think they need to draw it back here. Try to get rid of Kyrie is my thing. I think Kyrie is the big problem here. You get rid of Kyrie, you get draft picks, you get players that can come in and not be a superstar, but be a great role player. And
they didn't want draft picks. Remember, this is a team that's ready to go right now. That's why they got rid of their draft picks to bring in Kevin Love.
You need depth with this team. This is
and look at how well the Timberwolves are.
How is that working out?
This is a top. Yeah, I mean now they're studs. But I mean this is just you have a top three and then trash basically. It's a dumpster fire after that top three, and that top three can't even mesh together.
And also,
that's the biggest problem.
See, I just there's too much going on in the Cavs. I think you need to fucking draw it out.
And plus, I feel like at this point, and I don't think Kyrie's getting traded, and I think LeBron's going to be the one to leave himself because I feel like LeBron's sitting there going, "Okay, I'm closer to the end than I am the beginning, and if I want a ring." And I want to play with and I really do want to play with these four guys.
He got a ring already.
No. When you get that taste of one, or taste of two, you want more of that. And I feel like he's just going to be like, you know what? I really want to play with these guys. I'm closer to the end than I am the beginning. Sorry, Cleveland. It's been real.
It's been real.
Also, he's just going to leave.
They're going to light his ass on fire.
Yeah, he's going to be again gone.
You think D-Wade's going to leave Miami? You think D-Wade, who is this bright spot of Miami sports, basically Dan Marino of the 2000s in basketball, you think he's going to leave? And it's hard to get Melo moving.
Okay, they all go to Miami.
But then it's hard to move Melo, like you just said.
Oh, if Pat Riley wanted to find, Pat Riley's the one guy.
It'll be a sign and trade for Melo for Whiteside, and it'll be ugly.
And you think
CP3's the only mysterious piece because he's the only one where it's like, well, fuck it, we didn't get all of us. We got two of us, we got three of us down here.
And it's hard to get CP3 because he's still under contract for 2 more years after this.
And he's on a good team.
And he's weirdly enough a fucking fantastic player. So I think it's hard to get those four together. And I think if it's gonna happen, I think it's gonna be like a dream scenario scenario where like D Wade's 42 getting pushed by LeBron in a wheelchair, and then he like pushes D Wade ahead in the court, and it's travel, but the refs aren't calling it, and then D Wade tosses it off the backboard, and LeBron like jumps off a trampoline and dunks
What
it.
if they all went to L.A.?
So
with,
they're basically
trade
the Harlem
Blake away,
Globetrotters.
Yeah, that makes sense.
trade Blake to play in the triangle
All right,
with
Ricky
Porzingis.
2K. All right, Ricky 2K.
I think Phil would do it. Phil would trade Melo for Blake. Blake can play in the triangle. This mythical triangle doesn't work in New York.
So back in the real world, where the rest of us are living.
Let's talk about the Clippers. How about that? Let's talk about the dark horse Clippers, because I think we took out that LeBron thing. I don't think LeBron's leaving. Ricky thinks LeBron's leaving.
And his whole team's going to hate him for this whole thing being brought up.